Howdy y'all, I'm Anna with Always Right, and in today's AuthorTube video, I'm gonna spice it up. We're in a totally different setting. We're actually in my bathroom, and I'm gonna be going over some tips and tricks on writing makeup, some basic terminology, and just all that shebang. So let's go back in time and see how this came to be. The first step that I personally do is concealer. That's what goes under the under eyes to make women and just people in general look more awake. Concealer can also be used to cover some really rough like patches on your skin, such as like a pimple. It just adds that extra layer of coverage. If you're wanting to write a young character that maybe doesn't really understand makeup, they may not have had kind of that guiding maternal figure, or their mother didn't know a lot about makeup. Surprisingly, there's more people like that than you'd think. Then concealer can be the wrong shade. It can just be very white, and it can be cakey, especially on older people. Concealer starts to look a little cakey, it looks creasy. That can be from being tired. Your under eye can be very dark, it can be very hard to cover even with a good concealer because of the character being tired, or just not getting a lot of sleep, or being stressed or drinking too much caffeine. Concealer is a pretty basic makeup item, and for women that you're trying to write that are like low maintenance, they will usually go with some concealer. Maybe some eyeliner, usually mascara, and like some lipstick. The next kind of step is the foundation. And you're like, okay, I know what that is in a house, or I've heard of it before. It is essentially a liquid, a cream, or a powder that gets your skin kind of to a uniform look. Now, foundation can be patchy, it can be wrong shade, and the way you can tell the foundation is definitely the wrong shade is if they have like a definitive line. Older women, if you're writing older women, will usually have a foundation that is like a shade or two darker than their actual skin tone, and it's because they usually just buy a color and then they just stick with that for years and they don't go in and get retested. Foundation on a younger person, especially if they're in high school and they're in sports, their foundation color is probably not gonna match. Like, just keep that in mind when you're writing. Because the teenagers will usually buy like a foundation, and then during school, if they're on the sports teams, they will get a tan and they will quickly be bronze or be darker than their original foundation. So keep that in mind. Next up on the basic makeup terms is going to be blush. Now, blush, like for a few years there, was really out of style, and I don't know why. But thankfully for us, it is back in style, and blush is there to give your skin just some color. Blush can very easily be over applied. That will be kind of the clown makeup look. Younger girls, at least back in my day, used to do quite a bit of over application of the blush. Next is eyebrow. Like I said, makeup can be applied differently. It can be done in many different fashions. This is just how I apply my makeup and my experience with makeup. So eyebrows can very easily be overdrawn. Personally, I just like to fill mine in a little. I have strong eyebrows naturally, not like hella strong, like they're not gonna win the Olympics or anything. But there are some people that they shave their eyebrows, they draw them on, and if they're new at this, they will not be matching. I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow, and that's just like for a work look. If you're writing and you do decide you want to include makeup, or you're like, okay, but where can I use this? What kind of character can I use all these makeup tips, all these makeup points for? And my answer, the quick and easy answer is honestly, like young teenage girls, if they're in the it crowd, they're trying to be in the it crowd, or they're just kind of more feminine, they will generally take notice of makeup, especially if they're insecure about their own makeup. That's a big one. That's what a lot of people forget, is that you will generally notice things about people that you are insecure about, to try to reassure yourself, okay, my teeth aren't that bad, my lips aren't that bad, my skin isn't that bad, you know? That's just like a fun human psychology fact. So next on my steps is eyeliner. So eyeliner kind of comes in 2 or 3 different forms. I'm only gonna show you 2, and these are the most common. So there is the pencil eyeliner. Let me show you what it looks like on a hand. And then there is what's called liquid eyeliner, and it's usually very sharp. It's very precise. The three most common colors for eyeliners include black, brown, and navy. Now, I only have black because that's about the only one I like. But I want you to know that brown is very common, especially in younger girls that aren't so confident in their makeup. They're not going for like the full drag. Notes for writing eyeliner. You can do a cat eye, and what a cat eye essentially is, I'm not gonna draw it, but it's where there is it's called a wing to your eyeliner. So it's like, it has like a little arrow going out. And the thing about cat eye is that it's really classic. A lot of people like it. Here will be a picture of a good cat eye, or a good winged liner. That's another phrase for it. If it's usually late in the day, or if it's a newer person to wearing winged eyeliner, they might rub off the wing on like one side. I've done that so many times, especially in high school, but you may just rub your eyes without thinking, going, okay, this isn't where makeup is, like in the corner, and it's like, oops, there was a wing there and now there's not. So for kind of durability of these two, the pencil and then the liquid, the pencil will smudge. That is where you will get that kind of hazy, smudgy look. And then the liquid on most of them will just kind of stay put. So just a little note for you writing. The running black lines down the face when you're crying, or like in the movies when they're crying, is from the mascara. It's not usually going to be from the eyeliner, because the eyeliner is on top of the lid, as you can see, and tears go down. They don't go up and then go down. Go, oh yeah, I forgot how gravity worked. That's something to keep in mind when you're writing kind of crying scenes. And if a girl rubs her eyes and they're wet, especially if she's wearing pencil, it will smudge. If she's wearing liquid, it'll still smudge, but it won't kind of diffuse like it has done here. It'll just kind of wear away. It won't spread. Not usually anyway. Only thing that's left, and I've mentioned it like twice now, is mascara. Wow. If you hear the word mascara, you're probably thinking of like this black, shiny cylinder. And that's what most mascaras look like. Some of them may have like fun shapes, but most of the time they're gonna be like just a black cylinder. So mascara is one of the most common items that's worn. And that's because it's pretty easy, it's pretty quick. You can even do it in the car. But if you don't have a good one, if you have this, that, the other, you may have some issues with your mascara. Mascara basically comes in mainly two colors. There are plenty of other colors. The main two are basically like black and brown. I don't have brown because I don't believe in brown mascara. It's silly. Brown mascara is most often used by younger girls. Their parents, their mothers will buy them this, especially if the mother is very conservative. They will buy them this like brown mascara in an attempt to not let the girl look like too overdone. I remember in junior high when we were starting to get into makeup, quite a few people had just like brown mascara. Like that's what their parents would buy them. So that's what they used. The most common color is black. There are other colors of mascara. Personally, I have had pink, blue, and navy mascara, but black is like the most common, and it's what you're gonna see outside of like partying and stuff. Now, mascara can look a variety of ways. It can look really chunky, which is this. This is chunky mascara. This is from applying too much or not washing your face at night and just putting it on the next day. Chunky mascara is very noticeable and it's just not very pretty in my opinion. You are most likely going to see chunky mascara on kind of girls that are partying, that have been out all night. Now, there is another type of application for mascara, and that is spidery. Spidery mascara is terrible looking. It's just not what we're aiming for with mascara. Mascara is aiming to lengthen, darken, and volumize your eyelashes to bring attention to them. Now, spidery mascara is from just using the wrong mascara, usually. That's usually it, and you just may not think that people can see it, because secret, and I thought this was just a me thing. I talk to people and they're like, no, we think that too. Women will put makeup on, they will think, okay, no one can see this one flaw. They won't notice it. They won't pay as much attention because I'm just looking at myself in the mirror so long. Spidery mascara is one kind of result of this. This is now my makeup look with mascara. Mascara is supposed to kind of make your eyes look bigger, make them look brighter. The next item is going to be lipsticks. Lipstick essentially comes in two different forms. Lipstick is different from lip gloss. Lipstick is usually in a bullet. This is one of the most common, or it can be liquid. Don't judge me on the brand, it's the only liquid lipstick I own. And as you can see, lipstick comes in a variety of colors. Bullet lipsticks can come in as many colors as liquid lipsticks. However, liquid generally kind of toes that line and they do go a little more vibrant. Now, lipsticks shades are going to be in the peachy range or the berry range. They also can go into the maroons. I'm gonna take this off because I can't take myself seriously. One second. The most common lipstick you will find, especially in like an older woman's purse, is going to be a bullet lipstick. And that is because bullets are classic. Liquid lips are kind of new, and for a lot of people, they really dry out your lips because they have to go from that kind of liquid state, liquid lip, to a more matte kind of finish most of the time. That's the difference in that, and the reason that this is called a bullet because of this classic distinct shape that you can see here. I'll put it over my shirt so you can actually see it. Now, older lipsticks that have been used quite a bit generally don't have that very pristine, very pretty edge to it. For example, this is one that I'm going to be applying today. That's how much there is. This is also a travel size, but that's it. Lipstick is essentially there to color your lips. Some lipsticks will last like all day. Most lipsticks will last like until a meal and then they peace out. Some lipsticks can actually make people's teeth look yellow. Some lipsticks make them look whiter. That's it for the basic makeup terms and tips on writing them and where to write them. Just a little quick wrap up. If you're wanting to go for a very low maintenance character that still wants to put at least a little something on, usually it will be concealer, eyeliner, a lip gloss or a lipstick, and maybe mascara. Alternately, there is always literally just mascara and lipstick. That's also another very common occurrence, very common kind of set. If you're looking for more of a full glam, which is kind of like what I did, plus more, like I didn't even do all the makeup that I have, I only did a fraction of it. They're going to spend quite a while doing their makeup. Usually this makeup look will take me about 10-12 minutes, not quite the full 15. So yeah. And on the mornings where I'm just running really late, I will just do concealer, I will do once over on the eyebrows, lipstick, and mascara and leave. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all so much for subscribing, liking, commenting. It means so much to me. And I'll see you Tuesday. As always, let's get writing. Bye.